an economy where the people have capacity to buy these things. So we're actually enabling the people rather than building an inorganic market system where virtually everything was falsely priced. And that's the reality of the global economy.
In your analysis, there are those who have faulted some of the policy decisions and the direction that Nigeria.
What's their argument for faulting?
And there are those who say, if it were Peter Obi, things would have been better. If it was Atiku Abubakar, it would have been better. There are those who believe that out of the lot who ran for office, Tinubu's policy directions are worse off and is endangering the Nigerian economy, and the lives of the average person is getting worse.
Are you done?
Yes, the question.
Okay. What's Peter Obi's greatest idea?
He said he's going to make turn Nigeria from consumption to production.
Thank you.
Don't you think that that's what we need?
Oh, my brother. The richest countries in the world are the biggest consumers in the world. First of all, hold that. There is no rich country that doesn't have heavy consumption. So any human being that tells you that is going to turn a country from consumption to production as a way of saying it's going to make the country prosperous, either doesn't know what he's saying or he's just trying to fool you.
So consumption dependent, that is the idea.
But
so if he's, because that's what I interpreted what he was saying, that Nigeria was just consuming without producing, and we're too reliant.
So you don't need to hammer on the consumption. Just say you're going to increase Nigeria's capacity for production. Because as long as Nigeria is prosperous, there will be consumption.
So you are faulting Peter Obi's grants on his campaign?
I'm just giving you logic.
Is it that you don't like him?
Because my brother, I'm just, you know the beauty of this conversation?
Yeah.
The only time we've had a personal conversation was at the beginning where you were talking about my friends or old friends, I don't know, right? This one is not personal. This is science. There is no rich country in the world where there is no heavy consumption. So don't tell me you are turning a country from consumption to production. If you want Nigeria to be prosperous, then you have to expect that there will be a lot of... In fact, if there's no consumption, there will be poverty. My brother, if there's no consumption, there will be poverty. You know why? Prosperity is built on the back of consumption. If I buy this watch, many families are going to go home happy. The people that sold this are going to help their family. If I live here and I go to a restaurant, the profit is going to affect families. The reason why
when this guy was talking, I don't know if he was actually listening to himself, because what he's saying is not making no sense. There's no consumption. The richest country in the world have consumption and all that. What is he saying? It's not making sense to me. I don't know if it's making sense to anybody. Peter Obi said he's going to turn the consumption to production. You and I know today that consumption is what have eaten Nigeria to where it is today. Look at the amount of money that they are paying senators, reps, governors, and the pensions and all that. These are wastage. So what's this man talking about? Because
Nigerian Watch.
Yes, sir.
He's trying to use negativity to qualify positivity. That's why I try to make use of logic to confuse the moderator there.
Because no, it's crazy. And another thing again, I don't understand with our media. These no evil channels now. Let's assume that Shehu is trying to abide to the rules of channels. This is a personal YouTube of Shehu. Shehu, now you get this YouTube, now your own. How come you did not speak as a Nigerian? You at least counter this guy as a Nigerian. Not everything we put in professionalism forward. I'm sick and tired of all these practices of professionalism. It has set us back. It has caused a lot of excruciating pains in the country, because the things that you're supposed to say, in most cases, you can't say it anymore because you don't want to offend people. You want to be professional. Thank you, Madam Rita. I can see you on the backstage. It's crazy. What is this man talking about? Do you know that where we are today, consumption is part of it 90%. In terms of our economy, in terms of our expenditure, consumption is one of the things that laid us back. Today, Tinubu came into power. The first thing they were doing was inconsequential. They went to be building a house for the vice president. Tinubu went to buy a new aeroplane. He went to buy a yacht. Is this not the same backwardness consumption we are talking about? Can we make governance unattractive? Is this guy on the screen now aware that the reason why contesting for any political office in Nigeria is leading to death and bloodshed is because the government refused to make these offices unattractive? Let's assume that automatically God bless us with a good leader who can cut down the salaries of senators. For example, senators are receiving a minimum of 30 million naira monthly every 30 days, right? Then let's assume you cut it down to 2.5 million naira. Both all the bonuses, everything is now 2.5 million. I bet you, my people. Then you go on and cut the same fee of reps, cut it down. I bet you nobody will be fighting that they want to become a senator anymore. Nobody will be fighting they want to become a rep. Nobody will be fighting or buying people that they want to become a governor, even they want to become a president. Because then it will not be between the good people versus the bad people. Because if you are bad, if you are selfish and greedy and heartless and satanic, when you know your salary at the end of the day, at the end of the month, will only be 2.5 million naira, obviously you will not fight for that position. That's how it works. Okay, just imagine now my state, Edo State. Omosede Igbinedion was once a rep in Ovia, whatever, Southwest or whatever. You can see now Omosede is fighting to die right now as we are talking, to go back to that position again. Do you know why? Not because she wants to help our people, our constituents, in a constituency. No. Because you see that beauty, that Maggie and sugar way they inside that office. It don't enter a mouth to the extent say, because Nadenko removed her at that time. Now Nadenko is not the deputy governor of Edo State. She wants to automatically go back again and take that spot. Why are they fighting? Is this guy normal? This guy on the screen, so he gets sense. Who is he? Why can't Sheung speak for the people that doesn't have the opportunity to be in this particular studio to speak for themselves? Why can't Sheung just say, hey, shut up your mouth? The hypocrisy in this country is just too much. It's crazy. It's too much. Let's listen for that.
That restaurant existing means that people are coming to buy food and people are going to have jobs.
But
so
the,
consumption, my brother,
but the rationality,
you've got to listen.
No, hold on. The rationality is that we consume more than we produce.
Consumption is a productive activity. So you've got to understand that. Let's be clear.
That is his own position.
I'm taking these things from first principles. And once you understand the first principles, you don't get bamboozled by people that don't even know what they are saying. Consumption is a productive activity. If there is no consumption, you're finished as a country. If people are not buying, you are finished. Consumption is not a negative thing. It's a productive activity. In fact, the more people are buying, the more your economy is booming. Let's be clear about that.
So you are convenient
and isolate
with,
that
with
from
the Nigerian
production
situation where we literally import almost everything.
Listen, my people, this man no get sense. This man, listen, okay, let's start from here. In your home as a husband, wife, and children, when you don't have a timetable for your income and your expenditure, you will fall into debt. You cannot be earning £1,000 and be spending monthly £1,500. There is no way that home can prosper. One day, your wife that used to tell you that, honey, I love you, that love will turn to hate. You guys will divorce, everything will spoil. Your children who used to look at you as a daddy, go come see you say, daddy will not get sense, now it can be this. You must have a structure. You must have the ability to manage your income. What is our income in Nigeria? And what is our expenditure? That is what we are talking about. This is how this boy is supposed to be educated. Chew is supposed to educate this man, but he don't want to offend these political elites. He was just being careful. How long are we going to continue being careful in our submissions? Just speak the truth. A lot of people, they are the grave today. Go to cemetery. A lot of people, they inside that cemetery, they died with a lot of talent, a lot in their head they're supposed to say. They continue to with head. At the end, they die and carry and go like that. How can you allow this kind of person to come on air to deceive the gullible Nigerians? It's sickening.
Everything, food.
Our problem is not even, look at the numbers. You have a phone there, look at the numbers. Nigeria doesn't even import enough compared to countries its size.
But no,
our problem is a lack of
comparison of your production to what you consume.
My brother, I just told you, isolate that consumption. First of all, isolate it. I've tackled it, so isolate it. Don't talk about it again. Now let's talk about production. Nigeria is not producing enough. True. And the numbers are embarrassing.
Do you know what, my people? Do you know that two things I want to compare here? Do you know that when you have an in-depth of the spirit of tribalism, you will be blindfolded. Every good thing that can illustrate and direct your country to become better, you can never see it. No matter how they point to you, they carry your head, go put for it, and say, "Nah, be this." You can't see it. The same thing in the other one, when you have a spirit of jealousy, you will wear agbada of jealousy. Everybody will be telling you that, "Oh God, you are jealous." Say, "No, I'm not jealous." Oh, no, because you can't. This satanic spirit have overshadowed you. You can't see it anymore. The problem I'm seeing here now is that these are tribalistic bigots who believe that the only way is my people. This kind of people, we have them in all tribes in Nigeria. All tribes, I repeat, all tribes, we have them. The day Yoruba, as na Yoruba man, the day Igbo, the day Edo, the day Hausa, the day Shekiri, the day all tribes. It's difficult. I was watching a video the other day. They were interviewing a man, an English man. "Oh, they have taken all our job. They have taken all our job. They need to go. They have taken all our job." Then the interviewer can ask and say, "What qualification do you have?" The Englishman replied, "But they have also taken it as well. They have taken out the qualification. They have taken." Just imagine. You see? Because if you check for this our country now, for the UK and foreigners, now they do majority of the job. 80% of the job for this country now foreigners they do. You say they have taken your job, you are lazy. Now beer and drug, now most of them they take rich.
Now beer UK they drink now.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir.
You see, I listened to just some few minutes to the message or submission of Madam Rita yesterday. She spoke about illiteracy. This one, I will expand on it better.
The man pass illiterate.
This one is a stark illiterate. I pity the father and mother that sent this Omodua to school, how they are wasted their resources. This is a waste. A waste to his family.
Oga Jonathan, you will see how he's going to explain Peter Obi now. He's saying consumption is the main thing. You will see how he's going to explain what Peter Obi has already explained.
This one is an illiterate. He doesn't.
Mr. Jonathan, I say when I listen to this guy, I have to bring this back here again. Hold on, sir. I have to bring this video back again. When I listen to Ram, I say, because normally I was brought up and I was taught that when you are speaking, please listen to yourself so that you can amend some certain things. Because nobody knows they make mistake when they talk, but when you are not listening to yourself, you will not notice it. But this guy was totally out of order. He was totally out of line. What he was saying doesn't make no sense. It was not close to any sense. It was not related or affiliated to no sense. How did Shehu manage to do a 1 hour interview with this guy? Let's listen further.
Now, if I'm going to hire, if two people come to me and they say that, let's even assume this person has not said consumption production, which would have like, you just get out. You don't know what you're saying. Let's even assume that I have not heard the person say, yeah, you want this job, okay. You, what do you have to offer? Me, in my house, I sweep, I wash my clothes, my watch is the only one I've been using for 17 years. I have one shoe, I study market to market, something, and I've looked at this company. The problem of this company is that it is a forex problem. That is a forex problem. I'm like, okay. I won't tell them to get out because you have to then listen to that person and hope that they will say something that won't piss you off. And the person says, well, first of all, your country has a revenue problem. And this is what I'm going to do about your revenue problem. Second of all, your country has a dysfunctional problem with its structure, whereby the country is subsidizing the rich via an arbitrage system in forex exchange. What I'm going to do is build a system where that is converged, where in essence, people will have access to FX at the market rate and the country doesn't have to spend billions of dollars defending nonsense. The person says that. The person also says that I'll build a system where we stop creating an inorganic system of cheap prices and focus on empowering our people and increasing their capacity to assess price and assess products. That's what I intend to do, one. And then secondly, I don't give the person the job to say, oh, this sounds nice, because clearly Nigeria has a revenue problem. Clearly Nigeria has a dysfunctional economic problem. And then the person starts to do it. Obviously, I see the effect. People are angry, people are hungry, there's a direct effect in their income. And this is me assuming I don't even know what's going on. I'm like, this thing you said you would do.
What's this guy talking
What's
about?
going on? Good. It's causing hunger. And the person says, as a matter of fact, there was no part of this solution that was going to be so straightforward that it wouldn't cause some problems. But I assure you, as we go along, there'll be changes. And then time goes on, I realize that, as a matter of fact, revenue has increased. The previous year, the first full year of the administration, state governments got 6 trillion naira more than they've ever gotten. The last FAC number is a record number. Then I look at the stock exchange. The numbers are the best they've ever been. Nigerians are talking about the stock exchange these days every day. The interesting thing about our country is that when there's a positive effect from a government policy, people have the conversation as though it's something that just happened. But when there's a negative effect, we ascribe it to the government. But that's a different thing entirely. I'm not going to put somebody in power when they tell me that if you're my manager and I'm paying you 20 million naira per month, and I tell you, and I ask you, how did you spend your weekend? You say, oh, I spent my weekend sweeping the house to avoid to prevent my driver from stealing my fuel. I had to be in the car also to make sure that when he's buying the fuel, I'm in the car. I try. I don't have a house girl. I sweep. I do the sweeping myself. I wash my clothes. My brother, I'm going to fire you because it's clear you have no understanding of the value of time. And you don't understand the essence of management. And you don't understand the essence of prioritizing managerial capacity.
Those who say that
for me, it's common sense.
Those who say that Tinubu's policies is handling of the situation in the country is not the best. You're faulting them. You think that out of the lot who ran for election in 2023,
out of the lot who ran for election in 2023, which of them has said they will reverse full subsidy? Question 1. Out of the lot who ran for election in 2023, which of them have said that they will bring back the dollar arbitrage? Out of the lot who ran for election in 2023, which of them have said that the government's tax design they will reverse?
So in your own estimation...
I'm asking you a very simple question. Which of them?
So in your own estimation, it was the best candidate in 2023.
My brother, which of them?
No.
These are the biggest decisions.
In your own estimation.
Out of the lot, one more question. Out of the lot, which of them have said that they will reverse NEL fund, loans for students?
So in your own estimation, with all of this, you think Tinubu was the best candidate?
You know the reason why. You know the reason why Nigeria's conversation. You know the reason why conversations in Nigeria, why many people gather and they have the conversation, they are often devoid of rationality. Once you put rationality on the table, people will just sit down and listen. Do you know why? Do you know why people, once rationality gets on the table, do you know why people start talking about why is he even wearing the white dress? The other time in his interview, he was wearing the white dress. Oh, his lips, I hope my lips are not cracking this time. His lips are cracking. Why are the lips cracking? He didn't even put powder on his face. You know why they do things like that? Because they can't speak to your argument. They can't speak to your position. Because your position is strong, your position is rational, your position will stand the test of time. So, but if it's about personality, everybody can throw personality.
So you voted for Tinubu in 2023?
Yeah, clearly, because he had the best idea.
And you will do it again?
Nigeria is not like Germany, where you could run multiple times. But if we had a design where it would run multiple times, and I have assurance that it would continue to take these tough decisions, I would vote him as many times as possible. Because first of all, like I told you, like I asked you, none of this. Do you know the funny thing? These individuals that want to replace him, if they allow their spirits to just go and vote rationally, they would vote for Bola Tinubu. In fact, they wouldn't just vote for him, they'll be campaigning for him. How do I know that? Not a single one of them has said they will reverse any of his big decisions. Not half of them has said that.
What do you say to those who say...
Hold
on, just for a moment. That you've turned from being a watchdog, that a lot of people know you for, to now being a cheerleader.
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
That's a very good question now. You know why it's a very good question? It comes from people that want you in a box and want you to stay in that box. I do not exist in a world where I want to just be making noise for the sake of noise. I don't want to be people that are 50 and 60 and the best they can do is tweet about Nigeria's problems. I don't want to be a child when I have a challenge, I scream and I shout and I cry. Or a teenager, when I want to get something, I scream. And then I become, at 25, I want to get something, I scream and I shout. At 30, I want to get something, I scream and I shout. At 40...
No, I don't know if I'm the only one noticing this. All his examples, it's not making no sense.
This guy has a mental problem.
This guy... Oh, God. All right, guys, let me just round up with my short videos. Peter Obi cried out again. He went to his brother's site, the same building that was demolished. In fact, let's listen to what Peter Obi have to say.
On the 24th of June, I came here because the property belonging to a company owned by my brother was being destroyed and pulled down illegally. And I said, what is happening? Eventually work was stopped. The court ordered even that work should stop, and it was stopped. But I noticed that on weekends they will come and continue the work. As you can see, the building, the land has been divided into two. They marketed it, a new fence has been built, and they are busy clearing the debris to make it an empty land. And this is what is happening. And since that 6 weeks, I've been flying, appealing for people to show me who said he is the owner of the property, so I can discuss with him. I've never seen the person. Nobody have appeared, but people are working here every day. Okay? So you can see they've marketed it into two. You can see them working here.
This stuff should be empowered. Serious. Not everybody down. There's no stuff.
That's why the fact that that's why the fact that they not all that nobody should work here. They continue to work here. The question is, what type of government do we have? What we are asking, what type of government have in this country where court will issue an order saying stop work and people are busy still working?
This illegal construction.
You can see the tractors and everything. And these only happen during weekends.
They only do it on weekends. They don't do it on a weekday.
Somebody should help me tell Kenneth Okonkwo. Money help me carry and come front seat. Because all of now when you spit out big get fame. Come the online they talk like idiots. Or Google see help me. Yes! A lot of you use this man's name to get political position, get social media relevance, and then you abandon him for the highest bidder. I say Google help me. You all bastards are the problem of this country. You cannot be straightforward. You cannot stay one place and demand for what is right. I just watched a guy come over road, no, in a junction you there. I just watched one of his interview. I need a strong man. I'm picking a strong candidate. That's why I'm picking. No, let me even pack and ask you now. Please, define strength for me. No, somebody may not be like say I shout. Let's calm down now. I don't want to shout. Define strength for me. Or define, I be made a put slap inside your face. You people are the problem. Tomorrow morning, everybody's voice go change. See, Kenneth will be forgotten at all. We are forgotten about you. Before the invention of CD plates, you were already forgotten. Your era end for cassettes. For the moment you mention Peter Obi, we say, okay. Just maybe it gets sense. Maybe you don't get sense. That is why you have been in APC. You've been in APC for over 7 years. Following in obscurity. Oh, maybe you don't get sense. And now you're coming. I'm watching your interview. You're saying you gave Obi relevance. Now Google help me twist your tongue. All of you. Hear it from my mouth. You are all betrayers. You are all saboteurs. I wake up in the morning and decide not to say it. Let me just say it now that it's hot. Tag him, Kenneth Okonkwo. All of you that use Peter Obi to climb, to come back to limelight. It's for your satisfaction and now think you have a say. Now Google help me punish you now. I'll watch the interview go front. Watch and come back. Let me see that he will say, oh, the time I was with him, this man is not what you people think, oh. This man is corrupt, oh, that's why I'm no longer here. Oh. Nothing tangible. We need a strong man. Let me tell you something. If Atiku had the strength, the will, the agility, the humanity of Peter Obi, this country for don't go far. He won't be coming back every 4 years to come and check if we are still alive. To come and ruin our chances. But my problem is not with him. My problem is with sycophants like you who see good and choose evil. Who see truth and choose lies. Sycophants that were made out of desperation of the masses. I always saw through you. I met you at Coalition this day. I walk up past you. You they call me Dada. You're good a kid Dada. I know you see this video and remember what I just said. All of you. If nobody tell now. If nobody tell you, I also my control they can't tell you. Now betrayer you be. Benny. But 2027, we will shock all of you. NDC coalition, if not like when I not give it a bill. As soon as I take corner, as soon as I take go. Somebody needs to actually be saying things the way it is now. Everybody should know you know where we there as a country. They look internet and they shake my head. All of you now we carry this man matter for head. No be saying now they wouldn't bring anything tangible come outside. Say, oh, now so he dupe money, oh, now so he no good, oh, now so he gives small picking belly, oh, now so he do this one, now so he get friend budget. Nothing to stain him, but just because he dared to be different. All of you are hating him. All of you are cursing him. All of you are they twist the narrative for our front. Now what may we hate him just because he dared to be different. Just because he's not from your favorite tribe. Just because you are an idiot. Now Google kill now. With all the suffering in this country, you take Peter Obi as your problem. Now go up night and say, go help me join and kill you now. I watched Soludo just now saying that anybody that says he wants to war for 1 year is it broken. Soludo, leave Peter Obi alone. Focus on the insecurity in your state. Focus on the joblessness in your state. Idiots! So disgust me. Look at the country. They are borrowing, they are looting, they are suffering us, but Peter Obi is the problem. You all are bastards. Instead of working on the complaint of people, is gathering media people. The same thing Obaseki did. That's the same thing. Instead of you to work on the challenges in the state, you will gather people for media to be whitewashing your image. Get up from my front. You all are idiots. This country is sinking. This money that they ask, I know they do anything. I just they think which way forward. Which we are go put this money now. We are go see money out for the one where I get. What I go do with my life? You come on media. People are defending the government. All of you are bastards. Of you young people that have sold your conscience for media money. That money go purge you and die. We are amounts to nothing in life. You people are not just the cause of our misery, but the reason we've remained in this misery for so long. But the reason we cannot come together and say, let's do this thing. Let's demand good governance. You are the reason we cannot have good health care. You are the reason we cannot have security. You are the reason these political bastards cannot be held accountable. There's an idiot like you behind them, clapping for them, telling them on your mandate we shall fall. You all will fall. I'm so angry. I'm so and even they drive motor, they complain. There are people striking because they cannot afford transport fare. Keke now 500, Keke 500. Bastards! Nigerians, wake up! We just need to do it. If you say let's come outside tomorrow morning, everybody come outside in your state. Jesus! The fuck is wrong with everybody? Tinubu, we are suffering. Hey! If us maybe you go do it well, we go say we don't have votes with again. Continue. Just do something. You guys are looting and looting and looting, and we are suffering. Even givers don't they lack. People are hungry. Say for sin, I even cause say we offend person. Say na cause. You never do. Let me tell you people something. Whether you all like it or not, we continue like this for another 6 years. Nobody will be left.
I have to play that video again, this last one. Yeah, the message needs to get to them. As for Peter Obi, I saw some of you asking questions there. Like Ima, you said, why can't Peter Obi take the police to arrest those people in the land? Why, Ikechukwu, my brother, he said, I don't know why Obi can't pay boys to fight anybody anymore, blah, 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 and all that. Yes. You see, this question I want to ask you. If you play back that video again with a headphone, because when I was listening to that video this afternoon, I was with my AirPod. You will hear two men, the one that was holding the camera, the one that was walking with the camera. Two of them were saying that they were telling Peter Obi to arrest these people. In fact, the other person still walking with the guy that hold the camera were actually already insulting the guys inside the compound. Say, may they shut up, may they do this. Play that video again. Make sure there is no noise. You understand? You will see that our principal just choose to be quiet like this. In that area or on that area, I don't know what I want to talk again, to be honest. Because normally, the court don't talk, say me nobody enter that site again. You come there, meet people. Every single person, they both chicken, goat, fly, all should be arrested. But you see one person will go come just now and come cut house. No. So I would just rather leave it the way it is. Good morning, good afternoon.
Mr. Ellis, good evening.
Yes.
Which language is that?
They know what it means. They know what it means because if I talk now my own I they quick pick for his side. So I don't understand. Because normally, if maybe Peter Obi was not there, the guy will hold camera and the other guy that was talking close to the guy will hold camera, they will take action on Peter Obi's behalf. If me did that, I will take action on Peter Obi's behalf. But let's just leave it like that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us today. Today is Sunday, 3rd August 2025. I appreciate you all. Mother for Mommy Diaspora. Good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do. I appreciate you always. Thank you very much, Abu Azi. God bless you. I appreciate you for all that you do. Thank you, everyone, right there. We don't get so many comments right there, but I just want you guys to understand. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Madam Patricia. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for all that you do. Shooks, thank you very much. Mike Akinbari, thank you. Godinak, thank you. Ijidima, thank you very much. God bless you all. CEO, thank you very much. Agbongile, Vincent, my brother, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Then we have more people right there. Ikechukwu, Oyendika, my brother, thank you very much. Osas Omoriyi, and many, many more. Love Maduka, all of you right there. Madam Peggy Modi, God bless you all. And those of you that have supported the channel already, thank you very much, Peter Ife, Mr. Joseph Oji. Thank you very much, sir. I'm very, very grateful. Thanks for doing it multiple times. Thank you very much. Also, get on there. God bless you all, my people. Do your part by pressing on the like button. Help us to share. Take our voices far as we start listening to our people right now on the panel. But I'd like to take calls first, quickly. Let's hear from Madam Deborah. Madam Deborah, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, ma. Talk to us.
Oh. Hello.
Madam Deborah, please talk to us, man. Good evening to you once again.
Happy Sunday.
Thank you,
Good evening to everyone. Let me start first by, and I understand your anger, the last video about Peter Obi. The honest truth, even in as much as I want to blame him for not taking action, but Mr. Elvis, you need to understand that the Lagos state government is behind. When you see things like this going on, just know that the government are behind it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have that courage to do what they are doing. You can see they didn't even care. For them to be emboldened to do what they are doing, you don't need anybody to tell you that the government is behind. The powers that be are behind them. And that is why they have the courage to do what they are doing. So the court, the Nigerian judiciary now is just a tool in the hands of the corrupt politician. Did the court not ask Senator Natasha Uduaghan to go and resume? But did they allow her to go in? They didn't even obey what the court said. We have been seeing this happening over and over again. The court will give an order, and these people will not obey, and nothing will happen. So what you see playing out there, nobody is going to tell me that the Lagos state government is not aware of what is going on. They are 100% aware of what is going on. I think they are just doing all of this to get a reaction. They are behind it. And I'm sure Peter Obi too knows. Otherwise, if it is not the government that is behind it, nobody will be emboldened to do that. If you see people not obeying court order, just know that it's either they are the judiciary and the politicians are behind it, just like we came out boldly to say heaven will not fall down. And they boast about what they can do and undo, and nothing will happen. So we should understand the people we are dealing with. They are not people that obey law. They are not people they can do and undo, because they know that nothing, at the end of the day, nothing is going to happen. So Mr. Elvis, don't blame Peter Obi too much. The governments are behind it, and I'm sure he knows.
Okay.
He knows that the Lagos state government is behind it from day one. That's why they are bold to do what they are doing. And they are doing it deliberately to get a reaction from him. Any little thing he will do now, you will see how they will twist the narrative. He has not even done anything. They are going about tarnishing his image. If Peter Obi do one thing, now they will twist it upside down and find a reason to tarnish his image.
Thank you,
ma'am. Let me quickly say something about that nonsense interview that Shehu and that man did. It's obvious that's a paid interview. They just brought that man there to try and deceive the gullible people, to try and paint the image that Tinubu is doing something, to try and diminish the plans that Peter Obi is bringing. You don't even need to be an expert to understand that is just a manipulative interview. Everything he's saying there is politically motivated. There's nothing that he's saying there that makes sense. He's not saying anything there that makes a single sense. And it's a shame that Shehu himself is not even asking. He knows the truth, but he's not even asking the right question. He's just listening as if he doesn't know that everything that the man is saying is just nonsense. He's just trying to paint the economy as if Tinubu is doing something. Lastly, there's one of my friends too. When I was discussing about the current situation of Nigeria, and she now said, "Oh, Tinubu is trying." And most of the people doing this thing is either they are just tribal bigots or they are just trying to always defend Tinubu because they are from the same tribe. They are not ready to say the truth. And she said, "Oh, Tinubu is trying." And I asked her one question. I said, "In what area?" I said, "Madam, please, can you tell me in what area that Tinubu is trying?" I said, "Because me, I don't know." She now said, I don't. I said, "Mention one area that Tinubu is trying, just one." And she couldn't say a word. She said, "I don't know." I said, "So you don't know, and you are saying he's trying." So we have all these, whether they are gullible or they are just being wicked, or just like you rightly say, when people are tribalistic, I think they become blind and they cannot even see the truth. Me, I don't understand. Maybe tribalism is just a disease that needs to be cured, because the way it makes people look, I can't even explain it. When they start sounding foolish, maybe we need to look for the cure, because me, I don't understand though. I think tribalism and racism is a disease that if we don't cure it, I think it's worse than cancer, because you actually see educated people suddenly become foolish. You see people that have sense, suddenly they cannot reason properly again.
Thank you.
Or because they are tribalistic.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
God bless you, man.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much, sir.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. All right. I appreciate every one of you right there. I'd like to take my last call. Prince Alabo, you were calling in. I'd like you to quickly talk to us. Guys, help us to press on the like, take our voices far. Mr. Alabo, are you there? Mr. Alabo, you are not picking. Mr. Alabo, you have to come to the panel. I think you're already on the panel. Okay, you're already on. Okay, I thought you were on the backstage. Mr. Alabo, you called me. I called you back. You are not picking.
I picked. The thing just hang on. Before I know, he called the show.
All right, good evening to you, sir. Go ahead. Talk to us.
All right. Thank you, my brother. You can see what is happening today. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, panelists. Just get more time. God bless us. That guy is just talking trash. He knows what he's doing. He's just talking trash. One thing I want to remind him is you understand when Peter Obi is saying he's going to take us out of consumption to production. He's saying we are import dependent. That is what we do. We import even to toothpick, which is not even only Peter Obi that is talking that. So we have big land in Niger State, in the north, and even in the south, east, west. It will make every one of us busy. So we'll be producing. He did not say we will not be consuming. But as it is for Nigeria today, he just borrow money, they share and eat. Those are the things Peter Obi is talking about, from consumption to what? To production. So him coming now talking those nonsense, he does not even understand. And listen to him, I can't even understand where he's going. And you can see that is a Shemu podcast. I'm surprised that Shemu is just like that looking at him. So he just stage manage everything because he is there on a purpose to come and do. But the more they are trying to bring down Peter Obi, the more they are exposing and disgracing themselves. Peter Obi is a force that they can never stop. No matter anything they do, they can't stop Peter Obi. Today, I want to remind Lagos State government, you took down somebody's house, brought it down, removed the roof, pull everything down. Now you have gone to take over the land building. Till today, Lagos State government have not come to let somebody. Some will look and not tell Nigerians that him that issues CFO or land, the Ministry of Land in Lagos State, will not tell us that they don't know those who own that land. The injury for one is injury for all. Today, it's Peter Obi brother that you think is happening to. So if he's quiet, tomorrow it might be somebody.
All right.
So this division they have started in Nigeria today, election have not reached. They have started ethnicity again. It's dangerous. So when people in power that are supposed to encourage unity are the one leading the division, it means they are ready for Nigeria to fail. Thank you, Mr. Najawash.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, let me come to my panelists. God bless you all for your patience. It's time for us to really talk on this whole thing together. Guys, press on the like, help us to share if you can. Somebody sent me 30,000 naira yesterday. I want to say I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. But the name, I'm not sure of this person, the name. Let me see if I couldn't. I think is the name. I received 30,000 naira, but no name for you. No name. So I want to say I'm grateful if you are the one behind that 30,000 naira. You know, I posted my Nigeria account yesterday. So I want to say we are very, very grateful. God bless you. Thank you. Okay. Black Panther, you're the first on the panel. Please unmute yourself. Talk to us. Good evening to you.
Nigerians, I will not talk too much today because today is filled with what we have spoken before. But I'll start with Obi. You know, when this thing happened, I was so mad, and I became more madder now. If there is a word called mad, I beg to use that word. I want to greet everybody, greet you, Nigeria, greet Mommy Diaspora, and everyone that is here in the studio. To say God bless every one of us and keep us, strong for the battle ahead, because we have a greater battle ahead. I want to say today I was more convinced, and I was really mad with the judicial system, and I was curious why Peter Obi was not acting, because to me, if I were there, I don't even need Peter Obi. If I'm his PA, I don't need him, his approval. You see all those money for that place, then go jam person where Chris pass them. They go jam him. And if na Yoruba, go speak with them. Where then go jam him, and then go all of them go take off. Then go take off. Can you imagine the audacity? A man that has gone to court and and the court said back to status quo. You are still building on the land. And you know what made me to be more convinced, to even more go crazy? You know, I said one thing. I said the Nigerian judicial system is the old judicial system the colonial guys gave to us. And we have not yet found our place and found our own judicial system and make our own laws for ourselves. Rather, we are copying and paste. Do you know they asked a lawyer, a senior lawyer for that matter? I will send you the video later. They asked him that if a court make a pronouncement of judgment on a particular case, who is to enforce the law? You know what the man said? The man said it is the person that won the case that should enforce the law. That's a lawyer talking there. Then the so-called people, they could not even ask him, what is the police there for? What is even the lawyers there for? To make sure that the justice is taken to the latter. He said it is not in the prerequisites of these people to do anything. But the person that the judgment has been put in his hands, that won the case, is now in his position to take the position of making sure that justice is served in Nigeria. And now my mind now rested. I say, oh, Peter Obi, you are very blessed. I was not there. Because what I would have done would have been justified. Because we have a colonial policing. We don't have people-oriented policing system. The system of police belong to the bourgeois. And who are the bourgeois? The politicians and the big guys you have out there. And those of us that have money in a comfortable position that don't see from their eyes, but they see from their back. Because they have money, they'll go out there to buy security. You see, we will keep on lingering in this until every one of us will now know why I have been crying. Because if you change any law in Nigeria, the constitution must be a mirror of that law. If it goes above the constitution, then that law ceases not to exist. Then now, why are we carrying a decree as a constitution when I am crying every day? You must change your constitution before you can make any law that can bite. But people don't understand you know why I find the people that are rebuking me about this constitution, I believe they know the law. They know the reason why I'm consistent in that constitution. We need to focus on what that constitution will make all of us believe, whether we are together or whether we should break away for some time and come back together. That is what it is. But none of us, everybody is comfortable. Oh, let's fight. We are not fighting for it. We are not focused in our fight. That is why we are having all these problems. You see that guy that I was saying, now Nigeria, I want to ask you a question. If somebody says, I'm going to pay you 5 million naira to appear in your channel and talk about my candidates, will you allow that person to come? Nigeria, was a question to you. Nigeria, are you hearing me?
Yes.
Will you allow that? I said, if I want to come to your channel and pay you 5 million naira so that I can speak for just 30 minutes on my own candidate, whosoever is there, everybody, Abado is a candidate, everybody's about 5 candidates now. I want to speak on your channel for my own candidate. Will you allow me?
No, obviously, I will not allow it now. But I know I have what it stands for.
You see now, you stand for something. Thank you. You know, we are blaming, you know, I told you this thing, that they're giving money out, not to go to the local channel now, to go on every cyberspace channel and speak. That man you see there is part of the beneficiary that they've given money. I said this thing is not on the terrestrial channel again. It's going to be on the YouTube, on the whatever channel, on podcasts that are going there now. That is their main focus. And you have seen somebody that's make a caricature of himself. He has paid for that set he had with our brother there. He has paid for it. That's why our brother cannot. You ask a question. Why is he not asking that kind of strong question? Why is he keeping it? He's keeping it because that man has paid for that session. Simple. There's no rules.
That's correct. I agree with you.
He has paid for the session. That is what we are saying. I tell you people, if somebody sit down diligently and investigate some stuff, it is left for us all now to go on our own and see to this. Look, the money this man burst out is in the trillion. No, we are not. Look, this man is going to flood Nigeria with money. You say you are corrupt, you'll be more corrupt. You say you are strong. If you are not strong with ethics and ideal, you will break. I'm telling you, because great men are breaking. Your Rice Agbado professor has broken. Who else is there? All of them are broken. People go into Asuro, they come outside. You trusted men like we trust them. We go inside, they'll come and say, oh, I didn't know this man had a fantastic. It is because they're giving me money. There's nothing else. You cannot convince me with a voice or with your economic plan. And I'll come out, all of a sudden, I won't go through it. I'll come out and say, here, I have a plan. That is absolute lie. We are all Nigerians. We know what is going on. This man gives money. He gives cash. He's not even a give check. Money there for Aso Rock there. They get bank there now. They get cash points in Aso Rock. They give the money out. So what we should be doing, Let us be focusing on the voters in Nigeria because they've already started preparing their rights and agbado that they will give to the Lagosians, most especially the Lagosians. They want to win Lagos by all means. If Obi make a move, look, I need the followers. That's why I was crying against those people that is PA advising me. If I were there, I would take the law into my hand. I will go that jail because of what I will go that jail with comfortability. I will go to that jail for that particular issue. Let the judiciary say, why did I take law into my hand? Let the judiciary say to me, I will raise up my hand and say, in God I trust, I took that option. Can the judiciary say no? And you cannot. The lawyer said, I will give you that tape. You listen to the tape. The lawyer said it is in the prerequisite of the person that won the case to make sure that they adhere to the judgment. You now see, do we have a country? The answer is no. Do we have a constitution? The answer is no. Do we need a constitution? The answer is complete yes. Why are they rebuking it? Because they know what they have. Any law they make must be a mirror of that decree they have made. That is why you see that is why you see your senator president is disobeying the judgment of the court. And guess what? Abure has now been brought down. He no longer is the chairman. The Supreme Court has been. You see now, who is carrying out the stuff now? It is the INEC. Why is the police not taking it into their hand to make sure that the judgment of the judge is adhered to? Why is the police not doing it? Because they were not created to do that. They were not created to do that. They were created to oppress the Nigerians who wants independence. And that same law is what they are still following today. That is why I say Nigeria is not yet a country. And the understanding is when we all bend down and look and extract to our country and found it out and come and join me in this fight. Now we need a new constitution. Without that, anything we do, they can just jumpstart. It will not work. Nigeria Watch, I beg to take my thank you very much.
When you want to start, just no say I tell on side they fear the people with the talk. Say I don't want to talk for long. You know.
I think say na 15 minutes you give me. Now I want cut and down.
No, I don't talk anything. That you talk for 12 minutes and a few seconds. But you say you don't.
I not past 15 minutes. Not 15 minutes is my own. Now 15 minutes I get now.
Say you don't want your talk. I think say now like 2 minutes you want it.
Well, I still obey my Lord. I say I don't go talk finish. I still get 3 minutes. I'll give out to Mr. Jonathan.
Anybody for this platform they talk say, I know you get much to say. Fear them. Anyway, I appreciate you. Thank you, my brother. Thanks for that submission. I'd like us to quickly move on. The next person on the panel is Mother Patricia. Then before Mother Rita. Mother Patricia, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening again, Mr. Elvis, and happy new week to everybody. Good evening to all our panelists, Mother Rita, Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Black Panther, Mama Esho. I think that's Mama Esho there. Yeah, she is. And Mr. Odua. Good evening. Shout out to all the people on the comment section. Welcome to today's broadcast. Please like and share. And of course, press the $sign. Thank you, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening again. May you never labor in vain in Jesus' name. The demolition that was it demolition? They demolished it a long time ago now. So they had a Supreme Court judgment to restrain them from continually having anything to do in the land, which is Mr. Peter Obi's brother's property. That's the one I'm referring to first. It's time I think we should now know that the judiciary in Nigeria, they are neither here nor there. If you go and read that rulings now, if you can read it, you'll find out that they didn't really put a restriction they didn't make it clear that it's a restriction. Hence, these people are still going there. It's just like the Natasha Akpoti's case, you know, where they were giving a recommendation. If you know something is wrong, what stopped you from declaring that this must not be allowed to stand? Why not make a firm statement, a definite statement? Why are you, you know, neither here nor there in your decisions, in your in dispensing justice? So I think that's where the problem is. That the judiciary today, you cannot really trust them to that effect, because the laws the judgment they are giving today, they are not spot on. Like, you know, this is direction, this is the position of the law, and this is where I stand. So anybody can interpret what judgment they pass based on the way you understand it. I think it was in this place, in Nigeria, and common and became a subject of subjection, or something that it can be changed to anything, it can mean anything. That was the judiciary. They were not ordinary people. Banana and orange, they are two different things. You cannot say orange and orange. You know, because then you'll be talking of the same thing. So when you use and, it means you are making a difference. You are identifying that there is a difference between this and that. So, but we saw it here, where they said an FCT doesn't matter anymore. The person that doesn't need 25% of all the other states, and then yeah, how many percent, and then plus FCT and SCT, shall. The shall and became another thing. Shall is supposed to be a law. Anywhere you hear shall, it means it's a law. It's something that must do. It's something that you don't. It's not something that I want to do. It's a must do. But we saw it. How it became something that we're dribbling Nigerians with. So the judiciary is being polluted. They are all corrupt. They are giving, their judgments cannot be, you know, cannot be definite, cannot be firm, because they are corrupt people. So they want to balance it here and balance it there, so that nobody can come for them. Who knows? Probably, maybe allegedly, maybe they've collected from here and collected from there. So they have to give a law that looks to favor both sides. So then they push it away. You people know how to go about it. So that's what I'm saying in that, because I don't see any reason why. I don't see anywhere where law is working. You know, a law-abiding country where judiciary is performing their role, you know, where after they're giving a judgment, you will see people doing what they like, you know, going against the judgment and all sorts. So that's what I see in that. Supreme Court removing INEC, now saying, okay, Supreme Court has demoted what's it called, Aburi, completely from being a chairman of Labour. It was long coming. I don't know why he was allowed to come back and parading himself as the national chairman of Labour Party. I don't, you know, this is the same thing we are saying. This rascality that you see in all the system of Nigeria, the structures. That's what we are saying. Because if they've elected new committee, national committee members, and they've already appointed another chairman, I don't see any reason why Abure should have been there creating his own group, another group, another one. You know, look, Labour Party for me is dead. For me, it's dead because I don't know how they are going to try and reconcile all these disgruntled members. One is fighting the other, and we hear now from what that man was saying. I think he said that Abure is still insisting that he must be the national chairman. So, which means we are yet to see more of these boss bars from Labour Party. So the storm it's not over yet. Even though INEC has come out to say this and or that. So the storm is not still over. So Abure is still going to cause problem for the party. The man that was talking, I don't know, was he Omo Jowa? Yeah, I think his name was Omo Jowa. Yeah, it's clear that he's a confused person. He's confused. She wants to look at it like that. Yes, consumption. Yes, consumption must be as well, but production is also very, very important. You know, production and consumption must go side by side. You know, without production, only consumption, that country is going nowhere. It's going nowhere. So I think, yes, we'll be talking about production. I don't believe he's talking only about production because we are already consuming. I mean, if we have to be getting toothpick from from China, what is that? Is that not madness? It's madness when you have wood everywhere in Africa, in Nigeria. You go and import everything and be consuming. So, I mean, that speaks to the mentality that he has. I think it's just there just to come and sell his candidates. That's what he's there for. But again, I want to say something, which is, yes, I understand that when things have gone so
I don't
bad.
ring bell since so.
You say?
I don't ring bell for the past 78 years.
You don't ring bell? You don't ring here.
Since. I don't ring.
You don't ring here. Anybody hear the bell?
We not hear the Oga.
It don't ring. Me, I hear. It ring.
I'm not here, Amo. I'm not here. Sorry. So I think now 15 minutes is for the first two people. How many minutes I talk? I never even talk reach how many minutes. Okay.
Okay, now 8 minutes I give you.
Okay, now thank you.
Okay, go ahead. Round up.
Thank you.
Okay, you are done.
No, I want to say that yes,
go ahead.
We can say yes. Like what I was trying to say is that things that have been so bad normally, we have to understand that to destroy is quicker than to repair. That's one thing we need to put in, perspective. Yes, they are spending too much. I agree with that. If you ask me whether the policies he has rolled out, are they supposed to be a good one? It's supposed to be, if they are implemented the way it's supposed to be. But what we are seeing, they brought these policies, but the implementation, everything seems to be wrong with the implementation because it's not trickling down to the common man on the streets. And that's what we are saying. So, yes, the net fund is good. Yes, it's a good thing, that people that their parents cannot afford education for them, higher institution for them, that they can get those loan. It's a good thing if the implementation is carried out adequately. I can't fault that. The tax, what they call the tax review that they said they're reviewing, where the Northerners were kicking against it, finally they were able to pass it. Okay, I think that one also is a laudable achievement. Again, it still depends on whether they are really implementing it the way they have said they're implementing it. Then we have other areas where I can say I can't score in for that. The refineries, up to now, all the monies they've wasted. refineries are not producing anything. So it's the implementation. Otherwise, if we say the policies are good, yes, they're supposed to be good, but the implementation is where the problem is, because the effects and the impact of positive impact of that in policies is not be trickled down to the common man. And as long as the common man is not feeling what changes you have brought positively, then every other thing is wrong, is bad. So that's where I'll leave it. Thank you again, Mr. Elvis. That's the few I can name now.
Thank
you.
Thank you very much, man. Thanks for your submission. I appreciate you. Okay, Mother Rita, please talk to us, man. Good evening to you.
Happy Sunday, Mr. Elvis. Good afternoon, my lovely mommy, Lame mommy. And Black Panther, good afternoon. Madam Patricia, greetings to you, ma. Mama Hecho in the building. Mr. Jonathan, good afternoon, sir. And Mr. Odua, come on, sir. I think I entered when you were almost half done with that Mr. Omojua. I just went online to just check his Wikipedia page. First of all, I'd like to say that his disposition and presentation was very infantile, very, very childish. Japhet Joshua Omojua, born October 3rd, 1984. So he's 40 years old now. He will be 41 October 2nd. I would say he's one of those merchants of controversy. And I was reading some stuff about him. They said Omojua's PR firm reportedly hired around 40 Nigerian influencers as part of campaign to promote the release of Alex Saab, a Colombian businessman fighting extradition to the United States on money laundering charges. Do you guys hear the first sentence? Reportedly hired around 40. Hired around 40 Nigerian influencers. On April 14, 2021, former Minister of Education, Obi Ezekwesili, petitions Nigerian Inspector General requesting him to investigate Omojua for alleged fraudulent use of her name and identity as a director of his PR firm. Now, he was claiming that he was lying and saying Madam Ezekwesili, consented to a list as a director of the PR firm, but she's saying this guy is a fraud. So you see why we shouldn't take him seriously? You see why the man from Bodilon can use the likes of Japhet Omojua to play all these kinds of games. A man who can hire allegedly 40 influencers, who is paying him to hire? That's the question here. I talked about going deeper than what we see on the surface. You see elements like this Omojua that comes online to lie, to just give out wrong information, twist and turn information, turn Peter Obi's words into something that's just a complete blatant lie. It shouldn't be taken seriously. I dare say it's almost similar to Showore. Yes, it's almost similar. I've told you that some people, they don't want any political position. They have a purpose on why they come out. They are merchants for the highest bidder. To destroy somebody, they don't care whether it's destroyed. They just want to make their money, the highest bidder. Now, the man from Bodilon, they have systematically used the office of, somebody shouldn't tell me allegedly, because everything comes from an office. Bayo Ononu, guys, is not the Minister of Information. Definitely, all these funds that they are paying social media rugrats, I call them, that's what I call them, rugrats, to come out and spew these lies. They pay money to media houses, of reputable media houses. I'm using the word reputable because Nigerians, they depend on certain media houses or certain newspapers that is believable. For example, Sheung Okibaloye, he went to his station, presented himself as a liar, as a merchant of lies and confusion and controversy, and he's doing his work. That's why I said he sounds infantile, not to be taken seriously. That's who he is, and there's so many of them. And there's a question Sheung asked him. You were once a champion against the elites. What happened? he started doing actually, in Mr. Elvis' word, he started talking actually. He didn't even make it, he looked stupid. That's why he shouldn't be taken seriously. There are many of them like that. There are many of them. They use people like Omojua. They use people like, what's that rat? What's his name? The one that calls himself Reno. They use many of them. Those one now sublet these contracts to do the damage. And their work is go against every single thing Peter Obi says. Even that caption, Mr. Elvis, that you put out there, I don't know if it's your caption or Sheu's caption, where he said, the initial caption you put about somebody, Peter Obi, something about Peter Obi. I can't remember what your earlier caption was now. You know, captions like that, it kind of stirred the minds of people. There's somebody who came to this show during the 2023 election. He was from the north in Peter Obi's. He was in the Labour Party working for Peter Obi. He said something. He said, election, politics is psychology. I would not forget it. Politics is psychology. And this is what they're playing out again. We should not feed into this psychotic madness. Many people, take it or leave it. If you think there's a lot of people that understand the game, there's a lot of people that don't understand what is happening. And factors like no electricity, communication, they've increased the tariff of, ICC has increased their tariff. So a lot of people don't have time to even have data on their phone to listen to things like this. But it's our duty. People just read WhatsApp messages and they forward lies. So we also should be counteracting those lies. I think part of the obedient movement, these are kind of the things that we need to do. And I'm so happy, like, for somebody like Mama P. You see that rage? That rage is very valid. Because this time, to wake people up is not just by calling their name. You need to physically shake some people to so that they can wake up. You need to physically shake. In fact, not just physically shake, you need to also use your voice very loudly so that people can hear you, so that people can wake up. That's why sometimes when Mr. Elvis is vituperated, sometimes it's valid because it's frustrating. We are tired. Is it just to come out here and talk about the same old cycle? It's not really the same old cycle because every day it's a different issue, possibly even elevated from what we experienced yesterday. So that's why it sounds repetitive, but it's not. It's not repetitive. This is another issue that's come up now. Using someone like Omojua, who is a sort of influencer, looking at his history, look at what he has done. So he's a merchant of this kind of confusion. For somebody to hire over 40 people to release somebody from extraditing to the US, it means that even international bodies use him. There are many of them like that. Sean Ray is one of them. I am saying it. I'm not even alleging. I'm saying it because of his actions and the way he has presented himself. It looks like it. It smells like it. So that's why I'm saying it is what it is. We should be counteracting fraudulent journalists or fraudulent influencers like Omojua. And even media houses show you're not even doing Nigeria justice. If you are a journalist to decimate information, write information for people to understand, you are bringing somebody now who is lying and convoluting the word. He sounds topsy-turvy. His presentation is infantile. How are you supposed to engage people who are gullible to understand that this man is lying? You were looking stunned. Shewon was looking stunned. If you look at his body language, he was looking stunned like, I can't believe what this guy is saying. But he cannot tell because of money. Because this guy has come to his station, has paid a serious amount of money, and then you're not allowing people. See, everybody has standards, I beg. What is your standard? Shewon, what is your standard? It's not just about, I'm a journalist, I need to hear everything, even if it comes from a liar. But in the state of which Nigeria is now, where people have less information, you choose that your standard is, I will bring A, B, and C. I don't care. If you really care, you know what your station is all about. You know that anything that comes against the way Nigeria is now, I'm sorry, I cannot bring it to my station. Mr. Elvis has done that. When Dino Melai wanted to come here, Mr. Elvis took the liberty because he respected us. It's his channel, it's his choice. He respected and he asked us. And look at the conditions this guy is giving. We don't want to bring a liar here, a deceptor, a person of perdition to come here and lie to people under this channel. That is why yesterday we had that issue of somebody saying Mr. Elvis is being selective because he said he was saying Mr. Elvis was criticizing. what former Governor Obaseki was saying about flooding in those states. And somebody made that statement. That's why Mr. Elvis flared up. Because you have a standard. What is your standard, my people? What is your standard of picking a leader? What is your standard of bringing people to your media house as influential as you are? What the hell is your standard? Pick one side. Pick one side. With the state of the nation, pick one side. Let us know where you are. If you have the guts, pick one side. This is the problem. Followership. That's why Mama P was screaming, cursing them. I am telling you, her rage was valid. Very valid. Pick one side. All these so-called influencers, they are part of the problem. We talked about followership yesterday. Followership. There's a statement that she made. She said, finally, she said, sycophants are the ones who sycophants are created out of the desperation of the masses. It's not, I would say, it's not just sycophants. Traitors, liars, merchants of confusion are created out of the desperation of the masses. Pick one side, my people. Pick a standard. Let us know who you are. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Wow. Thank you so much, Madam Rita, for that wonderful submission. You see one beautiful thing about this platform. When you are lying, we are very good in doing research about you. See Madam Rita go drag him, come out. Who that guy was, that satanic guy on Cheon's platform. You know, now we now know that you have a lot of affiliation with criminality. You know, now they build all those people that is talking anyhow on social media. You see, it's crazy. But meanwhile, let me move on to the next person. Mama Esho, if you are there, please talk to us, man. Good evening to you.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Greeting to you, beloved Elvis. Greeting to you, sweet mommy diaspora. Greeting to you, all the panelists. Greeting to you, all the listeners, the viewers, the commenter, and those who's going to listen later. The thing is this. I'm glad all this is happening. It gives me joy. You won't understand. Everything that is happening is giving me joy because everything is working together for our good. In this very new Nigeria we are going into, in this very new Nigeria we want to collect by fire, by force. We have some few key or instrument that are constant, that can change, that we must use. One is truth. Truth is constant, and it is only the truth that will set us free. So therefore, children, all my wonderful children, I want you to pay attention this very season and make sure you pay attention to only the truth. If you hear information and you do not understand, do your research so that you find out if that person is truthful or not. And once it's not truthful, then you are going to do the following. Because it is your destiny that is at stake here. It is your life that is being messed up. So from now on, any person, especially the influencers, the celebrities, you make them who they are today. The influencers and celebrities that's going to come and talk to you live, just know that those ones, they have collected money and they are spilling out lie. So your first cane that you used to cane them, make sure you unfollow them and campaign to everyone that is following them in all their social media. Unfollow them and tell everybody that is standing in the path of truth to unfollow them. Because you see, They can't be enjoying and you continue to suffer, and you will use your followership to make them to begin the buga. Since they don't want to speak for you, since they don't want to fight for you, since they want to stay in the camp of your oppressors, unfollow them. And me, this one, mama, I go campaign and loud and clear. Because they are wicked. They are evil. I mean, this one only mean I get loud voice. Until I can hear Mama P today. In her anger, she was vibrating like me. And I said, wow, this is it. So nobody you there, nobody you there in a loud voice when you there angry about the injustice and wickedness. Mama P, don't worry. Those when they dance, they go. Make them they dance, they go. They not belongs to us. Leave them. Because when these chicks is done, and they not decide to come and dance back to us, now that time, we go tell them, say, now two sides of the mouth that you get. Anyone that has two sides of the mouth is evil, is wicked. Anyone that has two sides of the mouth in this very matter, I am saying you are wicked, you are evil. But you know what? Gone are the days you people will continue to deceive my children from this side of the mouth. You get them confused and they will go and rig election for these wicked people. But you see this time, now lie now they talk. I be mother hen, not the closing eye. Make it allow the hawk to carry the chicks. So, una don't they carry my children before. Una be hawk when they give my children wrong information. Una be hawk when they let hunger and suffering to be the portion of my children. So that at the end during an election like this, una go come snatch their destiny by rigging the wrong people into power, by giving the wrong information for them to do the wrong thing for you people. But like the mother hen, I refuse you people to take my chicks, which are my children. What it be this one? Abure. I'm gonna leave Abure matter. I'm gonna carry the talker. Abure has displayed to us from all his action that is not different from these wicked people. He's a deceiver. So why should you carry the matter of deceiver into your talk? Maybe not leave Abure. He's a deceiver. And it belongs to the camp of the oppressors. And all of them will perish like the Pharaoh. The Egyptians that perished in the Red Sea when they were chasing after the Israel. You people that are chasing after the destiny of my children, you will all perish in the Red Sea of life. Because my children must cross the Red Sea to the promised land by electing a good governor. So therefore, I am not afraid of you people. I have told you, I promised my children when the election was over, that come 2027, the Lord giving me life from councillor to presidency, it belongs to my children. So therefore, children, do not be afraid. Let's get to work. It belongs to you people. From councillor to presidency, it belongs to you. And we are taking it by fire, by force. It is a do or die affair. Thank God for all he has made me to understand. Thank God for every step he's given to me to walk behind the scene. Children, don't worry. Maybe they do their caricature. As long as I breathe, as long as God is alive, as long as you will listen and do the needful, your destiny will be rescued. Because it is time for a new Nigeria to take over. Maybe they said I be sheriff. The real sheriff is coming to town.
Thank you.
Therefore, I ask all of you, because there are plenty vacancies that is happening from councillor to presidency. On the day of election of president, there will be vacant for the seat of Senate and seat of House Rep. Children, I am begging, I am crying. Go and begin to take your position in those House of Rep, House of Senate, because all of now go take over that very day. That is the day of the revolution we are looking for. Revolution by the power is a must and is a sure banker. Thank you and God bless us.
All right, Mama Isho, thank you very much, ma. God bless you as usual. Thanks for your submission. Okay, let's come to Mr. Jonathan finally. Mr. Jonathan, normally we don't wait for this long before we reach your turn, but it's a small journey. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I greet you once again. God bless you. Happy Sunday. And I greet my fellow panelists as well. God bless you all. Mommy Diaspora. Once again, welcome. God bless you greatly. And all the panelists, all the commenters, and all the callers, God bless you all greatly. You're all welcome. Let me just, the panelists that spoke before me, I think they really eat very well, especially with respect to this guy called Omojua. They eat Mr. Black Panther, Madam Rita. Thank you very much. You see, this guy, I expect him to be smart, to be a smart guy, or to be smarter. Because when I had looked at his background, he studied Greek economics. And having that background, I also expect that he will have more than average knowledge of standard economics. I expect him having that background in agricultural economics. If you have that as your first degree, you will probably be doing the same course up to year 2, up to year 3 with economic students, those that are really focusing on economic undergraduates before you split, but we focus on Greek. So I expect him to have more than average. But that is Nigeria for you. The graduate that they are bringing out from that country, God have mercy. God have mercy on that country. There is no standard, but there is no any other way you want to put it. Perhaps it is because of his greed, self-interest, and a bigot that he is that made him to be, to come to the public space and spew out all this rubbish, all this nonsense. So it is important that we set the record straight, all the nonsense and all the jargons, because a lot of people have, thousands and thousands of people already view that podcast, that Sheung podcast with this guy. So it's important that we set the record straight so that it won't just go away. As Madam Rita said, this guy is a PR. He has set up a PR firm, and I don't know why you study Greek economics and then ended up as a public relation guy. That is Nigeria for you. That's Nigeria for you. And he's doing all of that because of money. There's no any other reason behind it. He's the main guy that they paid the millions to. He's one of the guys that gets the 500 million, 700 million. He now, move ahead and distribute it amongst other smaller influencers to infiltrate the social media space. He is one of the main guys that gets the big chunk of the money. He's one of the main guys that they use. This guy has no standard. He has no record. I mean, when I say record, quality record, you can check him out. He was talking about, what pissed me off. And Madam Rita said something also. He said, Sheung was stunned. Yes. Sheung was stunned, actually. I believe so. I was looking at him. The guy was stunned. But because I must say, when I see a paid interview, I know one. This one was a paid one. Part of the money he collected, he paid. Sheung also will not even bring him on because Sheung will be very, very aware that, hey, You've been paid. Don't come to my podcast without, giving me a piece of the pie. This is what I want. I want to believe so. I'm not saying that is what it is, but based on, the way the interview, transpired is very clear. And then the job of this guy, the occupation of this guy, Omojua, we can connect the dots to say this was a paid interview. And that's the reason why he was able to get away with those nonsense. He said, let's speak. He said people are not speaking to argument. So, Omojua, let's speak to your argument. All the rubbish and nonsense that you gave out there. Let's speak to them. He said something. Please, people, if you are listening everywhere, anywhere where you are, please disregard this guy. This is a disclaimer. Disregard him entirely. If you are a student or you want to learn or you want to get yourself informed, please disregard this guy in his entirety. This guy came on national TV and he said production, he said consumption is a productive activity. How? Because that's the reason why I started by saying that at least we have some average level. He said consumption is a productive. In Nigeria, when a country is importing more, is taking in more than it's exporting out, in the case of Nigeria now, that is not productive. Omojua, you are in a class. That's why some people even say you need to go back to that your economics 101 at a Greek university in Abeokuta. You need to go back there. Because when a country is importing more, a country like Nigeria is importing more than Nigeria is taking out, that is not productive in the sense of it. The only way, because it's manipulating it, the only way that could be factual is only when those things that country is consuming are largely produced internally. When a country like Nigeria, if we are producing internally, yes, take a country like United States, look at the trade difference between US and China. China is having an advantage. Yes. But what United States is consuming largely in dollar sense is from the United States. When you break it down to dollar and cent, to the final cent of it. So when a country, that's why it will not impact them so much. But when a country is bringing in stuff and you are producing, literally you are producing nothing, that's not productive. That is damaging to the economy in the mid and in the long term. Whichever way you want to slice it, it's not productive. So let's get that cleared out of the way. So let's speak to your other argument again. When you said that Tinubu is doing well, revenue has increased, but that's what you said also. That's also a lie. That's also what? A lie. Because they are just playing voodoo economics on Nigeria. And because people are not talking. Even the good ones that we have, they refuse to come to the space to talk. They just, for what I don't just know, they refuse to come to the space to talk. Revenue is not increasing anything. As a matter of fact, it has dwindled. Because the amount that the crude oil that you are selling in 2022, 2023, that when Naira was at 750 Naira, thereabout, you are selling now at about the same, even less. But the Naira value now is now 1,500 Naira. So on paper, it will balloon. It will look as if revenue has increased. If you don't believe me, if your knowledge cannot catch up, Why are they borrowing if the revenue has increased that much? Why are they financing the budget? So you don't know. So you don't know what you are talking about at all. And that's one thing. Sorry, Mr. Evans, let me just round up. The other thing is that's what is sickening about Nigeria. They just delve into things that they don't know, just deceiving Nigerians. Revenue has not increased anything in Nigeria. It has not. The currency has been devalued. You have less value. They're talking about revenue increase and they continue to borrow. Please, as my madam here will say, please enter house. Everything you talked about was nonsensical. State have been getting more money, 6 trillion naira more. At what value? Omojua, at what value? The stock exchange is rocketing. How many Nigerians are in the stock exchange, if not foreign dollar that they are bringing in? And to conclude on this one, Tinubu is still supporting the naira till today as we speak. The numbers are there. Let them stop. I dare them. I dare Cardozo of Central Bank, the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, stop supporting naira if naira will not go to 3,000 naira by the end of October. Just dare, I dare you, just do it. You're still supporting it. And they are all this clown, the entity will come out and be talking rubbish. As a matter of fact, they are supporting the naira much more than Buhari in the latter years of Buhari 2022. They are supporting the naira much more now. I dare them to stop it. If naira will not get to 3,000 naira by the money they are borrowing, where do you think the money are going actually? A big percentage of that money is going to continue to defend the naira. That's why they don't have money.
All right.
Helping to print anyways under the table.
Okay.
You don't know all these things. They're only doing your job. They have paid you. You are an influencer. That's who you are. And a bad one for that matter. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I'll leave it there. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you very much, sir, for that your submission. The last person on the panel, which is Mr. Odua. Mr. Odua, give us your submission. Good evening to you, sir. Let's have our final submission afterwards.
Good evening, Mr. Nagawash. Happy Sunday.
Okay, thank you, sir. Go on.
Good evening, everyone in the panel. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers. Happy Sunday to all of us. Well, according to the topic that what I saw in my brotherland again, this is what I saw in my brotherland. Is it not people that sold the land for his brother, or those people that sold the land for his brother, are they no longer alive? That is number one. Then number two, I thought the lawyer were in that place the first time when that land was, when the house was demolished or the company. Then number three, since it is the spirit that is not the demolition it, then but the bulldozer they are using is not spirit. So I believe those bulldozer, they will have arrest those bulldozer. Then why the bulldozer, the owner of the bulldozer will come out and provide the spirit that is demolishing the house. Because by the time they deflate those bulldozer and puncture those tires, I believe they will know, the people that owns it will know a much it will take them to buy one tire or buy one tube, or to talk of to make the bulldozer come back to life. So if it happened to my land such like that way, the first thing I will do is to knock the engine of that bulldozer. So that is my view on that. So I wonder why, or the brother to Obi, is he not alive? The one that holds that place, is he not alive? Because I see people will blame Obi did not do this, Obi did not do that. It is person that holds that land. It is the person that is controlling the company. So except that person is not in Nigeria, that is where I will be to say that Obi did not do this, Obi did not do that. If the person himself is alive, why can't he come out and let us know the person owner? So that is to my view on that. Then for the person they call Ojujuwa or Ojogunwa, whatever is the stupid name, he tried. There is no country on earth without consumption. So not for him to come and say, if without consumption, the country will be poor. That shows stupidity. There is no country on earth. Even if it is goat country, there is still consumption. If it is cow country, whatever country, there is consumption because they must eat. But the problem we have in Nigeria is you cannot go and borrow and come and consume it. That shows the foolishness of as many people that will try to defend Nigeria leaders. Because you cannot go and borrow money and eat. You used to feed your children. Then you said you eat that food, it will enter your body. You go and relax. No, you will still be hungry. Because by the time the person you borrow money from is coming, you will be running earth and scatter. So it's better you borrowed and use it to produce for your children so that you will be able to pay back the money or whatever you borrow. But anyway, you know, when people know how to speak English, they can write a British language model, the Scotland or the Oxford, they are educated. So this is what you have when education comes. When the education comes, everywhere is full of lie, everywhere is full of deceit, everywhere is full of stupidity, it's full of nonsensical, as they might call the English. I don't know if the platform support it. Excuse me for that. But in other hand, any country without a vision of production will fail. You cannot go and disvalue your money when you are not producing. Why must you disvalue your money? Because the reason you disvalue your whatever you produce, it is because you need customer to come and buy your product. But it is only Nigeria who doesn't produce but still disvalue their money. For what reason? For its people to become poor and suffered. And that is why today we are suffering. We are crying. You cannot tell me that a government want to make the Nigeria responsible. That is why they have to make everything equal. You said the dollar and whether the black market or the government market, they are not equal. Yes, that is not a problem to me. Because the problem to me is that I have fuel in my house. You paid for my brother to produce that fuel for me to use. The one who volunteer themselves and produce it, you not call them illegal. Instead of you carrying that fuel and put for filling station for we to use, then you now call it illegal. You start busting away those fuel, wasting it up, and you call yourself a leader. Is that not stupidity? If your dollar and naira are equal, the black market or whatever market they are equal, does that concern the fuel that my brother produced, whether in Bayelsa, whether in River, whether in even Cotonou, wherever they produce it? What matters to us? Bring that fuel to filling station so that we can buy fuel. You don't expect to block my brother know how to produce fuel, know how to produce oil or kerosene from our own God-blessed resources. Then you are not expecting us to go and look for money they print in Switzerland before we can buy that fuel from people. Then before you can bring it to filling station. That is the suffering we are suffering. It is not because you make the naira equal with the dollar equal with the black market. No. The suffering we are suffering is your stupidity for you not to allow our brother to do it themselves. So, and that is why Peter Obi said he want to make it production. Consumption, instead of you to go and buy from outside, do it yourself. And for his stupidity said, if you are doing it yourself, everybody will be poor. That shows pure ignorance of him. Because if I am a shoemaker, you don't expect me to be working with foot, because I must have a shoe that I made for myself, and I will have extra. It is the extra we sold out. So you cannot tell me now that I'm a shoemaker, I will not have shoe to wear in my house. That shows that you doesn't have sense at all. So whether they call him Jujuwa, whatever, or Mojuwa, shows he doesn't have sense. And such people, and what most Nigeria look onto, because they will say, like Igodomigodo, who can speak Arab and speak Latin, speak everything together. Then they will say, this one is this, is that. No. They say brought up a child the way we go, when he grow, he will not depart from it. That shows that all these people were brought up in a wayward form. So they value waywardity. Because if they are brought up in a responsible environment, a responsible father, responsible mother, responsible area, then they will know what is called dignity. Because you cannot come to social media or whatever media and begin to tell us that production make people to poor. Consumption is just what you need. No, the two exist. Consumption is what exists very well in every place in the world, but production is what we need in Nigeria so that we can do well. If we are the one producing solar panel, doing everything today, can we say we did not have light? If even using magnet to generate light, we are doing it, can we say we did not have light? It is because we are not producing. We are hoping on that one man from Kafashan, the man that is going to come from America, the one that is going to come from Russia, the one that is going to come from India or Chinese, because we are waiting for them. A country that is importing pizza, that cannot produce a toothpick, and we have all the sticks that it takes to have toothpick. Even in our backyard, you just cut one mango tree, cut guava tree, cut whatever cashew tree, you have to pick. But we don't do that. We are still expecting for them to do it in India or Bangladesh, then before we can have it to use. Is that not stupidity? So what I found in most educated Nigerians, I found them value stupidity than the real life, because that is what I found in this Omojua. Whatever is studied, whether it's agriculture, whatever they say is studied, that doesn't matter. But what matters is the sense you have, and you want people to benefit from the life. So, my people, that is only what I can say. But I don't know what Kenneth Okonkwo said this time. But for me, Kenneth Okonkwo, as what I know, I believe is just acting drama. Because the other day when I watched it, I wanted to act, when did he start acting a new film? Because we know him acting film in time of cassette. So in time of this Bluetooth and all these things, they don't no longer act anymore. But maybe he start to act in the name of fighting for Atiku, thinking that is where he make his money. Well, whatever everybody like, let them say. But who God are blessed, no man can curse. That's only what I can say. The Labour Party, our brother who said he must be chairman, no problem. Nobody says he should not be chairman. Let him contest. If he win, he become the chairman. That is Abure. If he did not win, he go home. After all, the Nigeria government constitution allowed you to run for 4 years to another 4 years. So if you become your chairman of the party for first tenure, your time is over. If you contest again with the way it's supposed to be, not illegal, if the people give it to you, you are right on. The people decide to choose another person, you go home and sit down, support them. If you don't want to support them, go away from that party. So that's my kindly advice to Abure and Labour Party. All of them say Peter Obi come. It is not Peter Obi that need to settle it. Because you see that Peter Obi have searched for another direction. So if you people refuse to fix your house, nobody will fix it for you. Because people should understand that they are troubling Peter Obi leg. So for Peter Obi not to fall, he need to stand with one leg. They look for another direction, put one leg. So that is, if Labour Party, because I know it's Labour Party is from Labour Congress, Labour Union. So if they like, let them fix the Labour Party. If they like, they want to dash the Labour Party to APC, it is their thorough. That does not concern us. So whatever they like, let them do with the party. That is my humble advice. Thank you, Mr. Rajawash. Thank you very much. Is Mr. Rajawash not there?
I don't think Mr. Najawas is there yet. I think this is our last submission. Madam Patricia, I think you should just start with your last submission. I think it's 2 minutes. I don't know.
Yes, exactly. Please, is a final submission. Just 2 minutes. Thank you very much, Madam Rita. If we can take that together, that would be nice. Thank you.
I'll let Mama Esho go. I beg. Thank you.
Let me just go. Thank you once again. Thanks everyone for what you have said, and I want to say let us continue to do our research. Madam Rita, God bless you for that outcome. You know, when I first listened to this mass interview, because I'm always looking for interviews online now because I want to know the ideas, what people are proposing, and let me just suppose it what I am thinking. So when I came across this man, I knew this was the guy this is one of the guy they paid to go around the internet and go to all the podcasts and start deceiving the Nigerians. But I want to go to this our brother and the Nollywood ex-actor in the 90s or 80s. You know what he's trying to do now? He's trying to jumpstart. Kenneth Okonkwo is trying to jumpstart to see if he can be accepted. But he's starting from the grassroots now, going for seminars and other things. He's trying to jumpstart, trying to fight his way back into the hearts of the people. But it's going to be difficult for him to do that because it's too late. Do you know? Let me give you guys information. This is not allegedly. It came from those planners, those people that brought in Peter Obi into the Labour Party, who laid the foundation for Peter Obi to that sit on that foundation. Do you know what really happened? People think when I was, telling my brother Nigeria, I say that man, I don't like that man. There was something I found in there, but when my instincts is telling me, though he was speaking fine, but my instinct was not really calm about the guy. That is why whenever it comes the other way, I attack him. That's how I feel inside. But I got to see that there was something that was making me to retreat back, and I found out that thing. Do you know that this guy is a transactional politician? It's like your normal politician that you have. But he has one gift. He has the gift of an orator. He speaks eloquently. That is his gift for people to just, hug him and say he's a good guy. But actually, it's like the normal politician you see out there. You know what he did? He went on a transaction which Peter Obi refused. That was why he wanted to be the secretary of the Labour Party. Peter Obi said, "It's not my party. Go there and contest." Because he was not having the backing of Peter Obi, he calmed down and he went against Peter Obi. So that's it. Thank you, Nigeria. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, Black Panther. Thank you very much for putting your voice to this today. Okay, let me come to Madam Rita, please. Your final submission, 2 minutes.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, for your efforts. There's really not much to say. I'm just going to advise that, you should keep speaking out and please, let's start counteracting and go against any of these people who come to lie to the gullible people. Because there's a lot of people who are misinformed. There's a lot of people who really don't understand what is going on. And something came into light. Like yesterday, we're talking about this when Mr. Elvis and that gentleman, Mr. Ege, that came yesterday. There's a comment Mr. Ege made. It just validates what I'm saying when I say a lot of people don't really know what's going on. He said, if former Governor Obaseki, you understand, if former Governor Obaseki had any form of corruption, during his administration, Monday Pueblo would not be quiet. He will have proved him. So therefore, what does that tell you? Somebody like Mr. Ege that came out yesterday to make that kind of statement, it means that people are believing. People are so gullible and so misinformed. They are believing that if somebody is not probed, it means the person is innocent. They worship such a politician. But they will never ever use that same statement for Peter Obi when we say, as demonic and satanic as this administration is, with all the influencers and all the investigators that they know in the entire world, they have still not been able to come out to say Peter Obi did A, B, and C. It tells us that a lot of people are misinformed. A lot of people are still carrying the cement, that heavy load of the bad history, of the bad information given by the elders to this younger generation, they are so believable that many of these people in the younger generation, they just don't know. They think they know, but they just don't know. And 4 years after every dispensation, they even bring the same tricks. They don't even remember that this is the same trick that they used for you the last time. They are bringing it again. Because of this Peter Obi's issue and the advent of the social media just blew up. That is why some of them are like, okay, perhaps they're still using the same tricks. But it's still the same old tricks. It's nothing new. We need to speak up and go against the likes of Omojua. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Good night, everyone.
Let's say you sorry pronounce that satanic name. Anyway,
which name?
That yeah, Omojua now.
That's Omojua. The way Mr. Jonathan pronounced it, maybe that's the right way. Is it Omojua or Omojua? I don't know. As a Benin person, I would say Omojua, but maybe a Yoruba person might say Omojua. I don't know. But
it's Omojua. You pronounce it very well.
Omojua. Okay, I was right. Okay, I don't know.
Anyway, thank you very much, Madam Rita. I appreciate you. Thanks for your time with us today. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Elvis. Let me quickly round up on this on Abure. First of all, INEC itself, have been flip-flopping. We don't know where they stand. So we should not take this much seriously. INEC can still flip at any point in time. But if this stands, and if INEC stands by this decision, I think it will be clear.
They are no longer flip-flopping, no.
Okay, let's wait and see. I'm just, for me, anything that comes from Nigeria, especially from the federal government of Nigeria, the agencies, the institutions, I don't take it at the face value. I never do that. That's my first instinct. That's how I process it until it is clear. So that's why I started by saying INEC has flip-flopped several times on this matter. But if they stand on this one, I think it will be clear to Abure. It will be very clear to Abure that the game is over. Because what the only thing that Abure is holding on to, the reason why he's holding on, head bent, is the money he will get from the sales of forms. Period.
He's going to, Jonathan, sorry. He's going to refund those money now because sold some form in Abuja.
Yes, he will be panicking now. I don't think he will sleep. I don't think Abure will be getting a good sleep since yesterday. So because those people are going to request for their money back. Some of them even overpaid him, most likely, allegedly. And also, coming 2027, nobody in his right sense will say they want to go and buy form under Abure. Then that means you must be the dumbest person on earth to go and put your 10 million, 5 million, 50 million. You are contesting for governorship, house rep, senator, and then you want to go and pay Abure for form. Then perhaps you are printing money inside your bedroom for whatever reason. So Abure is sick now. He's mentally sick now. This is the only thing that can bring Abure down, because the reason why he's holding on is that potentially the 15 billion naira that
Oga Jonathan, sorry again. Don't you think that his plan with Wike has gone sour?
It has gone sour with this position. And again, don't let us be too fast. It could still be a game from Agbado as well. So, but I've not been able to really go deep into this to really know what is happening here. This INEC judgment, this INEC decision. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. But again, one thing is clear though. If this stands, this is the beginning of the end of Abure. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. All right, Mr. Odua, your 2 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rajawash, once again. You see, people are complaining of, people are saying the house is demolished. Court gave order. The government of the Lagos state, if they are not in part of the house, the authority that demolished the house, by now they will have spring into action. If a Wike can be demolishing people's house in Abuja, the house that we had built before his Wike grandfather was born, he came in the name of Gomezin, destroying people's house. Why won't the Obaseki did the same thing in those states? Collect people's house from Wesi and you couldn't all those things. Then why are all those arrogant people? Why won't they do the same thing? Because our people don't have human value. All they believe is when you go into position, then that position now give you right to take things that exist before you were born, now drag it to yourself. That showed the stupidity of the black man who thought that when I have this opportunity, let me grab this thing, become my property, or let me give it to who I feel, I believe. No, going into position does not really give you guarantee. It is only that you know what will be good for people. That is the reason you volunteer yourself to come into a position. But what we have in Nigeria is not so. It becomes otherwise. So mentality is what the Lagos State government, since the government we are having is not really genuine by the people. So commotions of especially this hard destruction or ethnicity or tribe will always be there. The stupidity will always be there. When a thief will just wake up and anoint one person in a position or choose one person, select one person and put it in any position. How did you expect peace to reign? No, peace will never reign. Until everybody choose from their willing mind, then that is only where we can be having peace and order. So that is only what I have. Thank you, Mr. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Duan. God bless you, sir. Mama Esho, okay, your 2 minutes, ma'am, please.
All right, thank you, beloved. I appreciate it. You see, Mr. Shena Ju and I the caller. It good say you be. It's good that you are among the people that has destroyed Nigeria and is still destroying Nigeria. You are among the people that is not ashamed to see your country in this mess, to see the younger generation that are so smart and intelligent and bright. You see them wasting away. It's a pity that you could continue to collect money and mortgage the future and the life of this young girl, and you don't care. You and your cohort, you are not better than the devil. You are not better than witches and wizards. In fact, you people belong to that group. You are a darkness. In fact, like everything you say, you are a satanic. You are evil. In fact, you are a criminal. To sell lies to my children, you are a criminal. You are satanic. And you are a witch. Abi, now wizard now you be. But you see, this will not lie. It not go fly. My children will be refused to be deceived. I know say some mumu go follow now, no problem. Because I know say not all of them go understand. But the majority that will understand, they go unseat this una wicked Agbado, my senior boyfriend. So by the grace of God, we just start. Now go see what it go happen. Children, be strong, be courageous, arise and take over what is rightly belongs to you. God bless us.
All right, let's continue to advocate. Thank you very much, Mama Esho. Do what we're doing to see how many people we can convert to stand for what is right, even when they know, say, not in the work, but sometimes when you see their reactions and what they are standing for, then you'll be shocked. Say, how? Why? But, when we continue to talk like this, we continue to sensitize all of them, change their mindset over what is affecting us today. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you very much for your time with us. We've come to the end of this broadcast. 3 hours on Sunday. It's good. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much, Madam Rita, for coming in, Mama Esho. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, Mr. Odowa, Black Panther, Thank you, Madam Patricia. God bless you all. I appreciate you all. And thank you for Madam Deborah for calling in. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Alabo, for calling in as well. I appreciate you. And those of you that supported the channel, thank you very much, Peter. If you want more, thank you, Mr. Joseph Oji. I really do appreciate you. And I said, go me there. My people in the comment section, Mother of Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you. Thank you for always for what you do for us here. Thank you, Abu Azi. I appreciate you, my brother. Thanks for all that you do. God bless you always. Thank you so much, everyone, right there on the comment section. You can see Patience Demodia is with us. Thank you very much, Kings of Gerahi. Thank you, Light. I can see you, Mother Peck Modi. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. Just do your part by pressing on the like before you go. You know, and many others. I appreciate you all. At peace, I can see you as well. Thank you so much. We've come to the end of this broadcast. Fingers crossed, by God's grace, we'll be here again tomorrow, 7 p.m. Nigerian time, to continue to let them know that we are not fighting them. We are just calling them out to do the needful, to do the right thing, to fix the country, Nigeria.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir.
Please, this just quick question. Why is the Nigerian media not projecting this Abure, this INEC Abure story today? They're not talking that the mainstream, the real mainstream, they pretend as if this thing is not a news.
Maybe tomorrow they will talk.
This summer, whichever way you want to look at it, this is something they've been talking about. Crisis in Labour Party, everybody have been talking about it. Some people use it as an advantage to shine. They just they don't have anything to talk. Labour Party, Peter. Now, the very thing that surrounds that controversy, that crisis, has been, taken care of by INEC, and everywhere was silence. I was expecting that maybe you even have more on it today, but I'm surprised.
No, nobody. I not get more. Not only that one, because that's why I talk about it this morning, and I have to talk about it again this evening. Yeah, no attachment yet.
Okay, we shall see. Thank you, Mr. Harris.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. My people, I'm God bless you now. Have a good night. Fingers crossed. I'll see you guys again tomorrow by 7 p.m. Look out for our pre-recorded videos during the day. My people, take care. Good night. And bye for now.
This is what we are living in this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. I make a fear my God. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. I make a fear my maker. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. Whoever will come and go on song, organize. Every walk gets paid. my God. I make a dey fear my maker.